Hey guys, Stuart here. Welcome back to another Sheetify CRM tutorial. Today, I'm excited to dive into Google Workspace Studio. This is Google's new AI agent and automation builder. This is a complete game changer for Google Workspace users. And today, my focus is to walk you through and get you familiar with using Google Workspace Studio in your business. Okay, so before we get started, what exactly is Google Workspace Studio? Well, formerly called Workspace Flows, Google Workspace Studio is a no-code AI-powered platform designed to build, manage, and share automated workflows and agents within Google Workspace. As I mentioned earlier, Google Workspace Studio is a disruptive alternative to using third-party automation tools like Zapier and Make.com. Okay, so with that covered, let's jump in and automate your workflows. Now, to arrive inside your Workspace Studio, simply head over to your browser and type in studio.workspace.google.com, and that's going to take you here. Or a more efficient way to access your Workspace Studio is to jump inside your Gmail web app or Google Drive web app and locate the Studio icon up here. And here you can quickly discover relevant automations or manage your own automations. Now, AI agents or automations are called flows inside of Google Workspace Studio. Again, you'll have this Studio sidebar inside of Google Drive too. Okay, let's navigate down and click on Do More in Studio. And that will take you to the Workspace Studio web app. Now, it's important to mention that this AI agent and automation platform is not free, and it comes inside your Workspace plan. So one, you need a Google Workspace account, and your administrator must enable Gemini AI. Then you can start building out your own flows, your own automations. Okay, so let's get familiar with the Studio Workspace. Once you arrive here, you can quickly go ahead and create a new flow. This is by leveraging Gemini AI. And down here, we can see recommended flows. These are essentially automation templates. Now, if we jump over to the left-hand side and click on New Flow, that's going to take us to the Flow Builder where we can build our automations from scratch. And I'll show you how to manually build a custom automation shortly. If we navigate over to Discover, that will take us back to these templates. Here we have template automations in regards to emails. Then we have automations for enhancing our meetings, automations for tasks and action items, and more down here. Then if we jump over to My Flows, this is where you can manage all the flows that you've created. Okay. So you can build automations from scratch, leverage pre-built templates, and manage all your automations across your workspace down here. Okay, let's dive into some examples of automation templates that we can enable. This will help you become familiar of what's possible. For example, let's take a look at this flow. Stay on top of email, get a daily summary of unread emails. And you can see the apps that are being used here. Okay, let's click on this pre-made flow. And that will take us back to the flow editor. Now think about the starter here as the trigger of your flow, the trigger that will kick off your automation. Then down here we have actions. These are the steps or actions that the flow performs, and these steps will run sequentially. Okay, so what does this flow, this automation actually do? Well, the starter, the trigger is on schedule. On the right hand side, we can see details about the starter. Now, if we want to rename a flow, you can go ahead and do that up here. Okay, let's jump back over to the starter. When do we want this on schedule starter to run? For example, I'm going to select Monday 8 a.m. And remember, this flow will give us a summary of unread emails. Let's go ahead and add the start date, which is next Monday. I'm happy with that. Repeats weekly and ends in 1 year. Simply modify these details based on your preferences. Click on Show More and make sure your time zone is correct. Now let's jump into step 2. Click here, and this is the first action that will occur. This flow will use Gemini to recap unread emails. Choose the time range of summary. I'm going to select last 7 days, and then we want to enter a prompt to generate a summary. So what kind of information do you want Gemini to capture when it comes to unread emails over the last 7 days? You can go ahead and describe that here. Because we're using a flow template, the description has already been added for us. However, you can take the time to modify this if you like. Okay, let's navigate over to step 3, and this is another task, another action that will be executed in this flow. Notify me in chat, and as you can see, this variable has been added. Now, depending on the steps in your flow, you can add additional variables, and I'll show you how to add other variables in other flows when we have different steps. This variable has already been added because this is a template, and what we're doing is getting a summary of unread emails that will be sent to me via chat, and Google Chat is the app that is connected here. Now, we can also navigate down here and add an additional step. That will bring up the Studio editor where we can choose the app that we want to connect. Now you can see these are all AI functions, AI actions that we can use. For example, we can leverage Gemini AI to recap unread emails, decide something for us, summarize specific data, or extract. Extract is a popular AI function that you can use inside your flows. What Gemini is going to do is pull out specific information that you want. If we navigate down here, we have tools. We can check if, as well as add a filter. Then we have Gmail actions, chat actions, sheet actions, and other actions that we can enable inside of our favorite Google apps. I could create a Google Doc, create a task, add a new row in a Google Sheets file, or enable a Gmail action like I mentioned before. Again, we'll play around with these other actions shortly. Now, before you turn on a flow in automation, you want to test your flow. This allows us to see how this flow works. Now, it's important to note that this will enable real actions based on the flow. So just be aware of that when you're running tests. Okay, let's go ahead and click on Start. And here you can see a summary of that test. The starter on schedule was triggered now. Step 2, which was an action, recap unread emails. And you can see how Gemini responded to your prompt. And then down here, step 3, I was notified in chat. And a message was sent to get a daily summary of unread emails. Okay, so I'm going to jump into my Gmail inbox. And as you can see, I have a chat notification. If I navigate down and under apps, I can see the chat that has been created, get a daily summary of unread emails. If I click here, that's going to open up this chat. And here we can see the Gemini chat response based on the description we added in step 2. And you can see the Workspace Studio icon here, meaning this came from a flow. Okay, let's jump back over to the flow that we just created. And if you're ready to enable your flow, come down and click on Turn On. And just like that, your flow is now turned on. Let's click on My Flows. Hey guys, just quickly before we get back to this video, I just want to mention my Sheetify CRM, an all-in-one business toolkit and CRM built with Google Sheets and designed for Google users. You can simply manage leads, customers, tasks, engage in email marketing, manage your inventory, tickets, and more. The great part is I've made this Sheetify CRM a one-time payment, no subscriptions, unlimited access, and future updates. If you're interested in learning more, you can find the link to my Sheetify CRM down below in the description. Okay, so with that covered, let's go ahead and get back to this video. Here we can manage our flows. Okay, next, let's jump over to Discovery and create a flow using Gemini. Click here and describe the task, the work that you want Gemini to execute for you. For example, I get YouTube sponsorship request emails every day, sometimes hundreds every week of potential companies, sponsors that want us to create sponsored content for them. So what I want to do is automate that workflow. Usually I manually send emails to these sponsors, but why not create a flow that allows Gemini to do this for me? So I've added please reply to sponsorship request emails with a personalized email that shares our sponsorship details and rates, as well as a PDF attachment of our media kit. Okay, let's hit create. Give Gemini a moment to create your flow. Okay, so here we have the flow that Gemini created. It's not exactly what I wanted, but we can customize this further if we like. Gemini has created a starter on schedule, similar to the previous flow that we created. On schedule, when this is going to trigger, then there's a recap of unread emails, notify me in chat, which needs to be set up correctly. And then we're asking Gemini to pull out this information based on the unread emails from the past week, identify the specific email IDs for messages that are clearly video sponsorship or brand deal requests. And then below this, we have draft a reply. And this email draft will be to step 4 content created by Gemini. And this is the message. We can add other variables from the different stages in this flow. Now I could play around with this, but it's not exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to create a flow from scratch. And let's name this flow sponsorship response email, and let's choose a starter. I'm going to select when I get an email, specific emails, and I can add from who or has specific words. So I want to limit to emails with specific words or phrases. Okay, so emails that have the word sponsorship and sponsor, click on show more. I can add doesn't have in terms of keywords, as well as specific email IDs, names or groups. Okay, so I'm going to leave all this and then move on to the second step. What is the first action I want to add inside this flow? I'm going to navigate over to extract, and then under content, I want to click on variables, click on the starter, and then pull in the full names in to, and then click on variables again, the starter email, and from the email body. Okay, and then what do we want to extract? Come down to add. What do you want Gemini to find? I want Gemini to locate the business name, so we want to describe that here. I added find the name of the potential sponsor. Again, down here, I could add, say, contact name and add find the first name of the person reaching out to us. Okay, so remember this extract feature is going to allow Gemini to read the content, the to, as well as the email body, and extract the important details, the specific information we added down here. Okay, next, let's add another step. I want to draft a reply. For example, under this step, step 3, draft a reply, we want to reply to the email ID from the starter with a sponsor response email. I'm going to add the email in here first. Okay, so I added my email response. This is usually the email that I send to potential sponsors after they send us an email. I usually have to add their first name in here and change this to their business name. And then I have to attach my media kit, which I've linked down here too. Now what we can do is delete the first name here and replace that with a variable. Click on step 2, extract, and remember we want to pull the contact's first name. This is the exact data we want Gemini to extract from this email. Then down here, let's go ahead and delete business name and replace this with the variable, extract, and the business name. Now this becomes a personalized email. Now rather than pulling in the variables from the extract step, this step here, we can also pull in variables from the starter. So let's say instead of contact name, which is being pulled from the email body, I can navigate down to variables when I get an email, and I can click on the full names in too. So these variables allow you to customize your different actions, and the variables can be pulled from your different steps. Let's navigate down to show more. We can add CC as well as BCC. I'm going to show less. Okay, so I'm actually happy with step 3. Let's come down and add another step. I'm actually going to add summarize and then select what to summarize, email, select an email thread from step 1, then email thread ID, and then we can add instructions for Gemini. So this is just going to be a brief summary for me once a potential sponsor sends us an email. Okay, so I just added goal, summarize the email thread, add who is the sponsor, what are they after, and do they have a budget? Okay, I'm happy with that. Now I can move this step if I like, move up, and move up again. Now you got to be careful with organizing your different steps as they may impact your other steps. These are okay because extract is pulling data from this email and draft a reply is pulling data from extract and when I get an email. Now what I can do is navigate down to add step and then navigate down the page, notify me in chat and add the message, which is just going to be the variable, the summarize action that I created, summarized by Gemini. I'm happy with that. Now let's quickly walk through this flow. Gemini will summarize that email and the summary will be sent to me in chat. Gemini will also extract important details from this email, including the name and the company name, and then Gmail will create a draft sponsorship response email that can then be sent to the email ID that reached out about a sponsorship. So this flow will save me time rather than me manually replying to every sponsorship email, the hundreds that we get on a weekly basis. Again, before you turn on a flow, simply come down and click on test run and then click on start. This is an example sponsorship email that we received in the past. Okay, so as you can see, this flow is successful. This flow is set up correctly. For example, let's go ahead and look at the draft reply. And here we have the draft reply here. Automatically, the first name is pulled in, as well as the company name, as well as the media kit link. Pretty cool, huh? And again, if we jump into chat and click on this chat down here, this is a summary of the full email thread. Okay, let's jump back over to the Workspace Studio. And then when you're ready, turn on that flow. And now we have 2 flows enabled, and you can see those here. If we click on these 3 dots, we can quickly make a copy and duplicate a flow and make a few slight modifications if we like. We can edit the flow, turn off and see activity. Basically how many times this has been triggered. Okay, let's jump back over to Discovery. And again, take your time enabling and customizing these different flows. For example, here is another flow template that is useful for my business. Send guests, summaries, and action items after meetings. For example, add the meeting here. This could be a repeat meeting. I'm going to select every meeting, then select decide. Allow Gemini to make the decision for you. Does this meeting include meeting notes? Also return false if there are no meeting notes found or no document content was provided. So this will link to the meeting trigger up here. Then navigate down to step 3, and these actions are all within the check if. For example, do the next steps, these 2 steps here, 4 and 5, if the specific conditions are met. If step 2, decision, is true. And again, If we click on step 2, you can see those conditions have been added here. Then if those decisions are true, those specific conditions are met, then Gemini will summarize those notes, meeting notes. Here are the additional instructions for Gemini, the goal of Gemini, creating a concise summary of the meeting, as well as action items. Then a draft email will be created. Create a draft email for you to review and send. This is a draft email to all our guests that were part of the meeting. Then we have the subject and the message. And that message will include the meeting that was attended and the summary of the meeting notes. Pretty cool, huh? Again, you can add additional steps or make changes to these existing flow steps. Then click Test Run and turn on the flow if you're ready. Okay, let's jump back over to Discover, and that is everything that I wanted to cover in this tutorial. That is how you can automate simple and complex tasks and workflows. This is by leveraging Gemini and your favorite Google apps. If you're interested in diving deeper into creating flows, not just with apps inside of Google Workspace, but with third-party connections using add-ons, then let me know down below in the comments, and I'll create a more advanced tutorial for you. Also, if you're interested in learning about all the different tools and features that you can access inside your Google Workspace account when it comes to Gemini, I will add a relevant tutorial down below in the description. And there we have it, guys. That is it for this Google Workspace Studio tutorial. If you have any questions about setting up your own AI agents and automations using Google Workspace Studio, make sure you let me know down below in the comments. And with that said, thank you so much for watching this video all the way through to the end. If you got value, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and that way I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.